The COVID-19 pandemic has affected all Canadians, but it has had a disproportionately negative impact on many equality seeking groups, including persons with disabilities. That is why I believe the city needs to develop a forward looking progressive budget to respond to some of the inequities that existed prior to the pandemic and which have been exacerbated throughout as we continue to deal with it. My name is John Ray. I live in a downtown condo, which of course is Ward 13. I am totally blind. I worked for government for 24 years before taking early retirement, participated actively in Canada's labour movement, and have been a member of many disability rights and broader human rights organizations during the past 45 years of my community involvement. So here are some specifics. Number one, a disability lens. Any new program, policy, or bylaw must be scrutinized to ensure that it doesn't create any negative impact on the disabled community. That must happen before any of these go forward. Number two, housing. The notion of full accessibility must be added to calls for affordable housing. Currently, there's a long waiting list of people needing accessible housing. Too many young disabled persons are forced to live in seniors' residences because of the lack of accessible housing. And in the and many seniors in our aging society want to remain living where they have been familiar in the neighborhoods they know, but because of the layout of their current accommodations are forced to relocate. There is no reason why in the year 2021 all, and I mean 100% of all new housing units cannot be constructed with accessibility and the principles of universal design fully built in and implemented. Number three, ban e-scooters from our streets. On the surface, this might not seem like a budget item, but I maintain it is. Any new bylaw will require some enforcement, and already some city councilors have said that the enforcement cupboard is rather bare. I even believe them this time. And this is why this new menace must be banned forever and not allowed on the streets of Toronto. Employment. In 2019, City Council began discussion of reinstituting a special fund to cover needed accommodation costs. Right now, each program or division must cover the cost of accommodation for its staff. In my mind, this creates yet another barrier for the employment of persons with disabilities, which could be removed by the institution of a special fund to provide accommodations. And there's the issue of representation, always representation. I maintain that a lot of our issues either get ignored or consciously ignored because we are not represented in sufficient numbers where decisions are made. That means high levels of city staff or city council itself. In the past, the city has embarked upon a program to mentor and encourage women to run for office. That was a good idea. We need more. But we also need more persons with disabilities. After all, our community consists of about 22% of Canada's population, says Stats Canada. And how many of us are members of City Council? I ask you, how many of us? Well, whatever your answer is, it's nowhere near 22%. So we need to do better to implement the disability rights prime model of nothing about us without us. Until we do, I fear that we will continue to be marginalized, vulnerable, and too many of us among the poorest of the poor in our society. This must be redressed. Thank you.